don't know why that happened. Sorry, guys. I don't know why that happened. Maybe it's trying to tell me not to talk about things like that. I don't know. I saw it. It saw it kick me out. I don't know why it did that. That was weird. But yeah, I just got to be careful about who I deal with. That's what I noticed. So we'll see. I nowadays I'm careful about who I deal with. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, I don't know why it did that. I'm not sure what caused that, honestly. Sorry about that. I don't know why it kicked. I don't know why I did that. I think my Wi-Fi went out and then it like did some weird thing, so I couldn't reopen it for some reason. So I had to cut a whole new thing. I do wonder. I hope. I don't know. I've never seen it. This is literally one of the reasons I worry about streaming on my laptop because of the Wi-Fi thing. Because on your phone, you can just literally switch the data, and it will automatically, like, if it's trying to, it will just automatically switch from data to there. So it. You didn't post a smile. You were trying to put a set. You didn't post a. I didn't even see a sad emoji. Wait, you used a sad emoji. Wait, why? Wait, why'd you do it as a sad emoji? No, I'm sorry. Hopefully, what I said didn't make you sad. Maybe I do wonder. Oh, because you lost the connection. I'm sorry. I don't. I think that why this is literally what I worry about because the Wi-Fi could go down at any time, and then I don't know. It's not even windy. I don't know. Because I was looking out the window to see if it's windy. It's not really. No, it's not windy out there. But yeah. Which I hope. Uh, Wait, if so, is there a way? I don't know if is there a way to warn her if she is on the old one? Well, I see two people. I don't know. She could be the second person. Mildred, are you here? That's why I said so I'm gonna ask see if she's here. I wish there was a way to like. I hope she's in here. If there's a way, Nick, can you try to get her and see if you can get her over here? You know what I wish they would do on live streams? The mods, I wish there was a way for them to communicate to each other, even though they can communicate with me, but I wish there was a way they can communicate with each other, like have like a little like mod little like a mod little live stream chat thing. I wish they had that. I know that sounds stupid, but I know you know what I'm talking about. Yeah. I just like being me. My Monday streams are where I can get to be myself. My Saturday streams I don't really get to be myself as much because I'm more focused on what I need to do. So yeah, but I try to be me every day, even though sometimes it's not always easy. Um, oh, you're fine. That's actually a good idea. That's actually smart to do that. Nick, my brain's like, huh? Um, You know what? I was playing this game earlier, and I was like, well, I left one of the alliance I was in because I was like, it was starting to become like this other alliance I was in a different game. And I was like, fuck. I was like, hell no, I'm not doing that again. So I was like, yeah, I'll just leave it. Because I don't want to deal with that crap again. Because in the past I had an alliance leader that I didn't. At the end, I didn't start caring for because she was talking to me like talking down to me, and I don't like people talk down to me as if you know me. You know me through a game. You don't know me personally, even though people think they do. Um, well, some of the gamers in that game knew me better than others. She thought she knew me better. It sounds interesting. I play a lot of different games because I use this app called. I use this gaming app called Misplay. I don't know if they have it over there in South Africa, but I use that to play different games, and you can win gift cards through that app. So, and it actually it actually rewards you the gift card. Just to be clear, I've played it for a while. I think off and on for almost. I think I've had it since the 2022, 20. Let me get my phone to see. Let me see how many long I've had it. Hold on. Let's see. Okay, let's see how long I've had it. Well, I like games on my phone. I don't really like on my computer because I used to play games on my computer a long time ago, and it would take up way too much space. And I was like, nah, I'm not doing that. Like my phone takes space, but at least I can delete them and like the data comes back. But I don't feel like doing that. That's too much energy to do on the computer. I used to play. You know what games I really love playing? Murder, mystery, like you solve homicide. They're literally my favorite kind of games. Not that I'm playing any now. But I used to play like all these different ones. I used to play like Murder She Wrote, and this one. There was these several games I used to play where there was all these different murder mystery like homicide cases you get to. I loved it, man. They were literally the best because I'm like each case was so different. I'm like the characters would actually speak to one another, and like they had the criminologist, the person who's like the detective, all the different pieces, the reporter, and I'm like, shoot, you get to play as all of them. This is absolutely brilliant. I'm like, and this is back when I was a teenager. I'm thinking, dude, yeah, and I definitely played the Nancy Drew. Those were, I'm gonna lie, not gonna lie, they were kind of difficult, but they were so interesting. Like I love those. I also played so that one what's her name? Shoot, I can't think right now. Emily Delicious. She had like a whole series. I played all the different games like throughout my whole life. I played so many different games all the time. I remember when my mom got it was this thing called what was it called? Wild Tangent Games. There were so many different ones. There was one of my favorite ones had to be the one where you got to solve like this one from like the 90s or like 20s. My point is a long time ago case, and you got to solve it, and you had to figure all the mystery details, like who did the crime, all that kind of stuff. I don't know if I think that's still around. Oh yes, I was going to tell you what when I started playing Misplay. Let's see how long. Profile. Been playing this actually off and on for 4 years. I didn't even realize I've had it for 4 years. Wow. It's pretty good, but sometimes the games be drawing you in. You can only get up to level for Misplay. Any games that you play on there, you can only get them up to level 20. I've gotten some up to 20. Some I like stopped playing because they were boring. Because sometimes they don't recommend you any good games. Some of the ones I'm playing right now I really like. Like I gotta go, and I also gotta go back and play. There's some games I have to go back and play because I didn't finish them. Um, so yeah. I do wonder when we'll get to 1.6. We're very, very close. We're not there yet, but we're very quite close. The last time I checked before the stream, it was at 1,596. We'll see what's at by the end of the actually I would like to see what it's at by Friday. Actually, no, wait. The end of the month is Thursday. Well, Friday is the first of August, so which is crazy, by the way. I was telling Mildred, I think I told Mildred I probably like I said before the other the first part of this stream because we got to do two. Um, that um I think that we'll probably have this will probably I'll be doing the well. I told Mildred I didn't tell you guys. I told Mildred I said I think that we'll probably be doing celebratory stream next month. Well, we'll see when. I don't know. I hope it's next month because we're so close to it, and I can't imagine it not being next month. But if it isn't, I would be shocked because I would like it to be before we get to 6 years, which will be in September 10th. 6 years of being a disability YouTuber will be September 10th, which I plan on doing a stream for that. So yeah. Yeah. I just realized I did not start this stream on the day of my grandmother's burial. I thought I did too. I thought it was sorry the second anniversary of my grandmother's burial. It wasn't. It was 2 days before the second anniversary of my grandmother's burial. Um, I was wrong. Um, I don't like, I don't see, because my grandmother died in September, I don't like September anymore. I mean, I should say I don't like Labor Day anymore, even though I know Labor Day doesn't fall on that particular date, or sorry, the day before was the 4th. It was, she died on the 5th, but the 4th was the Labor Day, and I don't like anything. I don't like Labor Day because of that, and I will never like it again because of that. Um, and people are like, "Why don't you like?" Because I don't like it. That's why. So I feel bad because one of my gamer friends' birthday is on that day, and I literally hate that day. I my One of my gamer friends' birthday is on September 5th when my grandmother died, and I hate that day because of my grandmother's death. I don't hate it because it's her birthday. I hate it because it reminds me of what happened, and I don't. I try. I'm honestly, I've done a lot better as the years have gone on. With her passing than I did immediately after the passing and the burial. Like, yeah. So, yeah. I do think one thing I have decided is for the topic, I'm going to choose it because we're still. I'm sorry that's your mom's birthday, but I don't like that day. It's nothing to do with you. It's nothing to do with your mom. You know why I don't like that day. Yeah, I also have two relatives that are born in September too. So, but I don't hate. I shouldn't say I hate the month of summer. I don't hate the month. I hate a particular day. So yeah. Um, I'm not going to share whose birthdays and what dates they are because those are personal. Try to protect my family as much as possible. I think their safety is very important, and there are sometimes creeps. Not saying anyone in this particular stream is, but only Nixon here, so no, he's not a creep. But there are people that, let's be honest. I told my dad and my mom all the time. I said I worry that because I don't know when this stream goes out, past my channel. I don't know who encounters it, so I try to make sure I don't give any details out. Only my name is one that people know, which kind of makes me worried because through my name, people can try to search up things. Not okay. I should say people that don't understand boundaries will try to search up things because not all of it's not everyone that would do that. Which is another reason I'm glad Warren's not on this channel because yeah, I do know. That's literally why I am very careful about particularly what I say. I made a point not to give out my parents, my sisters' names, my aunts, my uncle. I ain't giving out any of the names. The only name that's on here is my own. Um, but I can't do anything. And if I hopefully I never have to get the police involved. I've never had to. Well, only one time in my whole life, but that was a completely different thing. But it was something in real life. I'm sorry you have something. Same thing about June. I'm sorry you have something like that. I also don't like August, but that's a different reason. I think if I remember, it's weird because I've had two. I was talking to my mom the other day. I was talking about how I had two people that I knew in life. So does my sister because we're just around the same age. And we knew the same people. We have two people in our life that we knew that died in freak accidents. Well, one died in a freak accident, one was murdered. Um, Sad because we knew both of them. Honestly, I was sad when she told me about Shannon. I'm not saying I wasn't sad about Lexi. I was sad to read that. And I was telling my sister, I almost said her name, thank God I stopped myself because I remembered I was on stream. Um, like I felt when I looked into the details, I'm glad they got her killers though. I was reading the details. Yeah, that shit was bad. I was like, what is this? Um, and I'm so glad I didn't see her. I'm so glad that I didn't. If they had showed her parents on the camera, I would have cried because I knew her mom. She used to be me and my sister's eye doctor when we were in middle school, so that would have made me upset. And I know she had a son, which made me even that makes me more sad because I remember I don't know how I came across I don't know because sometimes I randomly look up people. It's not weird. from a past that I knew. Particularly, Shannon was different because she was one of the first people that I immediately liked when I first met them. Um, and that's very rare for me. My best friend, I did not. It's funny thing is my best friend. I did not like her at all when I first met her, which is ironic because it's because let's be honest. Because throughout my whole life, I had never really met many people that were fully themselves from day one. Very rare occasion. Um, I don't honestly. I don't know if either ever got full closure on both sides. For Shannon's, I don't know because I know it wasn't just she didn't just die; it was her cousin. Her and her cousin died in that freak accident. And then for Lexi, I can't honestly. I don't even if I feel bad because it was. I feel bad because she had a son. Her son was little too, and that makes my heart sad because when I was reading that, oh my gosh, they were like, I cried when I saw it because because when I saw her like a picture of her, it reminded me of the past, and I was like, I remember when we used to see her in her mom's office, and like we used to also go to middle school with her, so it was the same. I was like, this is sad. Like she was around me and my sister's age, so like she would be in her 30s if she was still alive today. Fortunately, she didn't get to make it to that. Which is really sad. Shannon, son, I don't know. I know she had an older sibling. I never met her older sibling, so I can't speak on that. But I just really loved Shannon. And I was like, dang, I was so happy when my sister said she was talking to her. I was like so excited because I was like, I'm gonna get to talk to her. I'm sorry, it made going off to college shitty because it was like the week or a little bit before. It was like I think it was like either the week before or not too much after we. It was like well, actually not almost 2 months after we graduated from high school that we had found out that she ended up dying the way she did for Shannon. And I'm thinking this is some shit. Like this is not this. My sister told me I was in complete another shock. She was like, you know who died? And I'm like, the who? I'm like I was like, she's not she's joking. That must be she must be joking because I have to. And then I remember my sister showing me the RIP on. They had a website for she had found out because she found her page on Facebook and it said RIP, or they had some special page that said RIP Shannon Ortega, and all these things were like, this is a damn nightmare. I'm thinking in my head, this is a nightmare. It's not actually happening. We don't actually know someone that's had just like died. She had just turned 18, which made it even worse to me. Because I'm thinking like that is literally when you right about to start your life. Like and I was like, I'm about to get to talk to her. Like I haven't talked to her in years, and because we hadn't talked for years, and I was like, I get to talk to her, and I literally the next moment after I said that, my sister comes and tells me, "Oh, she's gone," and I'm thinking, you in my head, this can't be real because I literally just said I'm about to go and try to message her because she had gone home to Guatemala because that's where her family's from, and she's from. Um, I guess whatever ride she was on, the thing broke. And you know what happened after that. Um, and I was like, this. I was like, this can't be like this is not a real situation happening to me. Like, and I remember when me and my sister had gone to college, and it was because it was still kind of fresh still, and there was something that had happened, and I remember the girls we were talking to, they were so damn sensitive because I kind of was already still grieving it, even though we hadn't talked in years. I still was grieving that because it's almost to me like it reminds me of when you have a friend and you haven't heard from that friend in a long, long time. And then you like, okay, I'm about to. That's literally what it was. It was like I haven't heard from this friend in a long time, and she shows up, and I'm thinking, this must be like. That's exactly what it was. It felt like I was dreaming on a nightmare both at the time. And the reason I realized when my sister said, see, I almost said her name again. When my sister told me that, because someone had, one of our old classmates from elementary school was like mentioned, like wrote this message. I'm thinking, what the fuck is this? It's not like, I read it and I'm like, maybe I must. At first, I was like, maybe I'm dreaming for a second. There's no way this could be possibly happening, and I was wrong. It actually did happen, which is crazy because it's been. Oh my gosh! This week will be. Oh dang! This week will be 15 years. Oh my gosh, that's so. I don't know how I feel about that. This week will be 15 years. I feel sad about it. Actually, now I think about it. If I had known her mom, I would have reached out to her, but we didn't really know her mom like that. I'm not sure. I never actually met her older sister, so I couldn't. I wish, I wish we had just stayed in touch because it was like, for me, I think it was also sadness. Also, probably was regret because we didn't stay in touch. So I think that was another thing there. We didn't stay in touch, so I felt like I missed an opportunity, and you can't gain that opportunity back because the nurse is no longer here. So I think that's probably why when grieving her, it hurt when someone else was talking about how their loved one and other stuff that did not relate to my situation at the time. Like, you're being insensitive. I'm talking about something that happened right before we came into college. Like, literally kind of marred it a little bit because of that happened right before. Like, in my opinion, she and I and my sister and everyone in our whole class, because we were in the same year, 2010, that's what we all are, would have been going into the best part of our life because, let's be honest, after high school, you didn't even get your best part yet. Well, some people already got their best part in high school, but I did not. Okay, so you go into college, which means she did never got to experience what like. Because I wonder, like, is she be married now? Would she have kids? I know it's stupid to think that, but I do think that. And it makes me sad because I'm sure her parents probably thought that, like, would my baby have kids? Would she be married? What would she have done in school? I think about that, and I'm not like her parent. I'm one of her former friends, and I wanted to be her friend again. Well, I shouldn't say we weren't friends. It just we lost touch, so it made me upset. It just made my heart like, yeah, I can't imagine. I don't even know what to say. Felt that like, hey Nick, can you check something for me? Um, can you go on my channel for one moment because I'm curious to see something. Because if I had my tablet over here, I would check it myself. Can you check? Can you see what? Can you see if Mildred actually read your message first? I'm curious because I don't know if she did. Because maybe I can look on Twitter and see. Hold on. Maybe she'll tell me if she did she move out. Let's see. Did she like leave or something? I don't know. You don't think she did? Well, let me look on Twitter, see if she wrote anything on here. I don't call it X. I don't like calling it that. I feel like it's an insult calling it that. Yeah, she's not on. She didn't message me anything. But I don't know. The one thing I'm looking forward to on wasn't say. Oh yes, the one thing I'm looking forward to is doing. I definitely am gonna. I definitely, since we are at a tie, I'm choosing. There was something else I wanted you to check. Oh yes, can you check? I know it's a while back. Can you check if we're still at a tie for the celebratory stream? And it's like I think it was done. Dang on it, I have to go on my actual thing because don't know what date it was done. My brain is not thinking right now because it has a lot of anxiety in it right now. Let's see. Was done on. Actually, I can check since I'm already in here. Never mind. Let me do it. I can check if we're still at a tie here. Oh, you already looked. Never mind. Yeah, I'm picking. I'm totally gonna pick the second one. if we stay at a tie, because I don't really know how to. It was broken, and then it became a tie again, and then it got broken, then it became a tie again. So I don't know, and who knows if any of all the people that, honestly, I doubt all the people that even voted are going to be in the celebratory stream, because we don't typically get that many people on the celebratory streams when they're like this. Now when they were on my phone, we get more, but I doubt it. I honestly, people are going to be mad either way. People want the one option, or people want the other option. So either way, I'm going to upset somebody. I just like, because I don't really know how to do the truth and dare anyways. I wouldn't know how to do that on here. So I might actually eliminate that as an option, honestly. I'm talking about for another, for next time. So I might just take that out, and I definitely want to do another collaboratory poem. That thing was brilliant. I'm gonna add that to my art. Like, Mildred wants that, so I'm doing it. Also, I want it to. I'm gonna actually write it out in written form for anyone that wants to buy it. So that one made me happy. I like being me. So people don't like it. Some people do, some people don't. One thing I do like is that some people I don't even know. Let's be honest. I don't know most people on the channel. Even Nick, I don't know in person, but he seems awesome based on what I'm aware of. But I do know that that's the reason I keep doing my inspirational videos. Another reason I do my inspirational art is because it helps people. Like, I know it helps Mildred and it helps me. Particularly, I love the one I did the other day. Anyone that wants to check it out, they can check out my Coffee or Patreon. I'm not saying what it is on here because there's a lot of inspirational art, and I'd rather you check it out than me saying it, because it's just something you can. Because I feel like art, particularly this, but I'm also an artist. I feel like art is something that needs to be felt rather than just me saying it. Because if you don't feel it, then what's the point of it? That's purposely how I feel about art. Art is something that each person should be able to feel. So that's what comes with my art when I do it. I have feelings attached to the art piece I make. And to me, that's how I know if someone actually truly likes the art piece, if they feel something when they're looking at it. And I know it makes Mildred feel things. I know it makes me feel things. I don't know if it makes anyone else feel things, because no one has told me that. She's just as vocal as I am about it. There's not many, honestly. I don't know many people that have purchased my art besides her and this other guy who's on my Twitter, but he purchases every now and then. So I don't know if it makes him feel anything. I can't say. He doesn't really tell me, so I can't say. And I know not everyone's into art. I just am into art and can't really help people that aren't. Just like some people are way more into music than art, I can't help them either. It's one of the things I've been passionate about since I was a child. So, and yeah, same way. I feel the same way about classical music that I do about art. So, yeah, they pair well together for me. They both, art and classical music, both soothe me. So, they make me feel things too. But thinking, oh yeah, yeah. That's what I'm gonna say. Both, what was it? Both, the two shows are coming back in September, not August. Only Murders in the Building is coming back in September, and what's the show? Reasonable Doubt is coming back in September. I don't know. I can't help you there, Nick. I have no idea. Like, I hate when people talk to me when it comes to me looking at art. Don't talk to me. Get away from me if you don't talk to me. Like, it's literally insulting to me. Like, you're talking to me while I'm looking at art when I can't ever see this art again. Yeah, it says coming back. It's coming back in it says Only Murders in the Building is coming back in September. Both of them That and Reasonable Doubt are both coming back in September. They're not coming back in August. So I don't know. I don't know how I feel. I feel like they're gonna. I hate when shows drag crap out. Hopefully, I want Tell Me Lies to come back because I need to see if what's gonna happen with Bree. Bree, what's his name? Damn, that bastard. Oh yes, Steven and Lucy and who's the guy she married again? I forgot his name. Damn, the hell is his name? Shit. Hold up, I have to look up the name because my brain's like, nah, this. Hold up, I forgot his name. The guy she's marrying in the movie. I mean, the show. Have to look at the name. Can't remember. It's a great show. That thing is. Let me see. It's because no, the reason I remember Lucy and Steven because they're the most shitty people in the damn show. That's why I remember their names. And Brie, I like her. Forgot the dang Luke. I don't like. Yeah. Oh wow. Tell Me Lies come back into. Wait a second. Tell Me Lies come back. Oh, wait a second. Is it really come back in September? Don't play with me. Don't play with me. Like I'm about to cry because it's not funny. That means I got 3 shows to look forward to September because that's not funny. I don't think so. No, it's not. I don't know. It might come back in September because each season has come back in September, but it might come back later. We'll see, I guess. What's his name? Let me see his name. His name is what the heck is his name? Evan. That's who she's marrying. Bree is marrying Evan. I don't know why I couldn't remember his name. Dude. I'm gonna stop liking shows, I told you. There was something. Oh yeah, there was a show I liked and it went off air. What? Let's be honest. This is why I need to stop liking shows. My sister tells me I need to stop liking shows. Well, she's told me in the past. She is right. What was it that I was watching and it went off air? Alert went off air. Something else I feel like went off air and I liked the damn show. Fuck. I can't remember. Oh, I can't. But my sister was right. I used to like a whole lot of shows and they all got canceled. I can list them. It's like a literal whole thing. There was one show me and her both liked. It was called Call XY. That thing was beautiful. That show was back in the day. That show was so good. I was like, what the hell is this? This thing is like, what is this? But it wasn't. I'm not gonna lie. It was the most entertaining show I ever saw. That was on the ABC Family back when it was called the ABC Family before it became Freeform and stuff. That show was brilliant, and ended in a cliffhanger. That shit was not. I was like, what the? I was so pissed. He was jumping off a cliff or something, and we don't even know if he made it. What kind of ending is that? That's a bullshit of ending. What is that? Life sentence was shitty too because it ended in a cliffhanger. What else? Revenge ended on a cliffhanger, but it was brilliant. That show was brilliant. You said I always watch shows until the end. Quantico ended on a cliffhanger. Those were all good shows. I love Quantico. That was the first show I had ever seen with a female Asian character, Priyanka Chopra. That was the most. I love that show. I've watched it there are shows I watched more than once. Revenge I watched more than once. Quantico I watched more than once. I'm watching Switched at Birth again. That was brilliant. At least that completed us all the way through. I did complete all the way through. Which was great. What else? There's a lot of shows. I can't think. My brain's trying to think of all of them. Hold on. Recovery Road was one of them. Chasing Life was another. Shoot. I'm trying to think. The Lion Game, Lincoln Heights. They need to stop canceling shows. What the hell? They need to stop. Dang. Hold on. Because I'm trying to go from all the years I remember. Because that's back in the 2000s. So I'm trying to remember. Shoot. I think that show with the 9 Lives of Chloe King. I think that ended in a cliffhanger. I don't know if I don't remember. Like I said, I don't remember all the X-Files, all the episodes, so I can't remember. So I can't say. If you're saying that is, then what else? I'm thinking. I want you're talking about X-Files came back. I want Teen Titans to come back. The original Teen Titans. My other sister, she said the reason that they didn't renew Teen Titans, which is some bullshit, by the way. I'm sorry. They said the reason they made Teen Titans Go is because, which I kind of understand at the same time, but I hate that shit. I'm never watching that shit. Teen Titans Go. They said, my sister said the reason they didn't they made the show more funny is because some of the characters were really scary for the younger viewers. But I don't know. But I grew up in a different time period than those children. So for them, I can understand why some of the characters could be like kind of terrifying, particularly Trigon. I could see that, okay? Like being kind of scary. Man, Teen Titans was one of my shows. I like that show. I love Naruto. I gotta watch I finished Naruto and Naruto Shippuden. I have to watch Boruto. I haven't watched the whole thing through. It's interesting. X-Files, it was a good series, but I don't watch it. I mean, back in the day, because I don't watch it anymore. There's so many shows. Like I was telling my dad, I was telling him all the stuff I loved when I was a kid. I kind of still like I was telling him how Big Comfy Couch I loved back when we were kids, but it still makes me smile when I think about it. Roly Poly Oly, that was a great show. Yes, heck yes. Rocket Power. That my dad says Cat Dog is stupid. It is not stupid. It's that stupid. Let's be honest. It's that stupid as SpongeBob. When SpongeBob is talking and they don't have whatever. Like I just said, Cat Dog was hilarious. I don't know what the hell people talking about. It was freaking a funny show. Let's be honest. It's not supposed to make damn sense. It's a child show. It's not supposed to make sense. Kind of like SpongeBob. It's not supposed to make sense. SpongeBob was I'm not saying I can't say about the more recent episodes, but I liked it back in the day. Especially the one that I really liked was the best day ever. That was funny. That was hilarious. But Cow and Chicken, I still don't get to this day. I watched that series, I still never got it. I still don't get it. I know it's supposed Rocko's Modern Life was good. Rugrats was good. I'm not listening. I told my dad. I told him about all that stuff. I'm not listening to that because it's gonna ruin my whole childhood. So I'm not listening to the things that the fans came with those theories. I'm not listening to that because it's gonna make my whole childhood feel like was not a good childhood. So fuck that. That was good because the reason why I won't take that in consideration because there were certain shows me and my parents watched together and that would ruin that whole time period. So fuck that. I'm not doing that. Doug was a good show. That was really good. Dang, I miss my childhood. If you didn't realize, I loved Little Bear. Land Before Time was good. There's so many good shows. Little Bill. Nowadays, I'm not trying to be mean. Where the hell is the creativity? Okay, I'm just saying, where did it go? Because it just makes me angry because I feel bad for some of these kids. They don't get to see the same creativity we got to see when we were kids. I loved them. The Wild Thornberries were really good. I don't know if this is true, but they said supposedly that Skeeter was black. I don't know if that's true or not. I can't say. I have no idea, but if he's black, why does he look blue though? That's the one thing I never understood. If he's black, why does he look blue? That's what I don't get. Naturally Sadie was a good show. So was Life with Derek. He looked green. I don't know what he was. My point is he was not black. He's not like this color. He's not brown. You know what I'm saying. But point is I don't get it. Black people are not green or blue, green, whatever the hell that color was. So I don't get that. Let's be honest. On My Life is as told by Ginger, there are actual black people on the dang anime. So I'm thinking maybe it was some kind of creature then. Skeeter? Some kind of creature, maybe alien thing. I mean alien as in outer space, not that kind of alien. Just to specify, because some people probably twist my words and say, oh, we're talking about that. No, I wasn't. Okay. But Um, Whoever keeps coming in and out is starting to get on my nerves. I wish I quit doing that. Either stay or leave. Like stop going in and out. But yeah, wait a second. What is yeah, now Roger is green, so I don't know. He's like a light green. Maybe Skeeter's like turquoise or something, because he's not fully green. I don't know, he's like blue green, like a blue green color. Um, which is kind of weird, but I don't know. Um, I don't know. Yeah, the cats. I don't know anymore. Yeah, you're right. I don't. Maybe they're not. I don't know what. I'm not sure what Doug is based off of, because you have human characters, and then what are the other characters? Like other things? Because I'm not quite understanding what the characters are if they're not. I don't know, because the characters are different. You're right. They were purple. They're purple and yeah, green and like I know we're not meant to question it, but now as an adult, I question it. Back then, I did not question it, but now as an adult, see, let's just be honest. A lot of things back in the day, I did not question because I'm like a child trying to figure out what, like, to be honest, in the PBJ Otters show they used to have, I didn't question the different colors of the otters, even though we know otters are not actually those colors. They're like, otters are typically black or dark brown, which is quite cute. I just love that little use your noodle dance. I can't do it. But it was, I'm not gonna lie, when they had the little idea, it was the most clever little dance. And I have it in my head now because I just was thinking about it. I don't know. Like there's so many stuff back. Yeah, it's a I know it's a catchy song. It really is. It really is a catchy song. I feel like I said, I feel like creativity is not the same now. And I used to watch Recess off and on, not as much as the other shows I mentioned. Uh, Shoot, I used to watch the during original Pokemon. I love that show. Who's that Pokemon? That was one of my. That was great. Um, um, there's so much things like that. I feel bad for some of the kids. Sabrina was fine. I didn't. Which one? The animated one or the actual? Which one? The animated one or the one? The live action. My brain can't couldn't think. The one with Melissa Joan Hart, or are you talking about the animated one? Because I think they might. I'm not the animated one. Oh wait, I don't know. I feel like I've seen pieces of that, but I watched the one with her, Melissa Joan Hart, more than the animated one. I don't remember if I watched the one. I don't remember watching the one on Disney. I remember I used to watch that show, Brace Face. I never realized they were trying to say all her braces cause of that crap to happen. That's ridiculous. Okay, whatever. I've never had braces, but I don't really. But at the same time, I don't. I doubt braces would ever do all the stuff they were showing in that darn show. Ridiculous. But I don't know. But of course, it's probably a comedy. Why I was doing all that stuff was happening. I like Proud Family. I remember that one episode. I remember a lot of the episodes, but I remember that particular one episode where Oscar's elbows were so ashy that he rubbed them together on accident, and he started a fire. It was so stupid. And why is his mom so mean to him? What? Because he's not successful like his brother? I don't quite understand. And it was interesting. She's always mean to him, but she always coddles her younger son. I don't got wait. At least I think he's younger. The one with the one Bobby. It's interesting to me to watch that. Like, huh? Why does she cuddle one son but so mean to the other? Which is ironic because you would think the one that you're living with you'd actually be nice to, and the one that you're not living with you'd actually. I'm not saying you would be mean to, but you'd be maybe have more odds with. I feel bad for Puff though sometimes. know. I feel like I've heard that name, Bear in the Big Blue House. I feel like I've heard that name, but I don't know if I ever actually saw that. Because when you Blue's Clues is really wait. Why am I thinking of Blue's Clues? Oh, it's because I saw Big Blue, so it made me think of Blue's Clues for some reason. I don't know. I don't think I've ever heard of that though. If I have, I must not have watched it very much. Because I don't have recollection of it. I do remember the show. Wishbone was good. Even though I never questioned why is a dog talking because like I don't know, but I realized like I even have one of the little things, the one from the they had back in the day. I can't remember. It must have been either early 2000s or late 90s where they had a little thing about Wishbone. About Wishbone where they had like a little character for him, and my parents got us, me and my sister, each one of them. I have it on my shelf over there. That thing was Timon and Pumbaa. I kind of watched, not too much. They have DuckTales was a thing. That thing was great. DuckTales and Chippendale was one of the dang shows. Chippendale and those two. I love the Rescue Rangers. Chippendale. The thing was, my gosh. I tried to find it on YouTube, but they don't have the full episode, which kind of pissed me off, to be honest. Those was great. And then DuckTales. Oh my gosh, the original, not the one that they made over. The original DuckTales. I did not watch Darkwing Duck. I don't think I even know what that is. But I think people expect one thing out of me, but then they get another and they're like, what the hell is this? Like, I think people particularly when I curse, I think some people like when I curse, some people don't. Like, my ex doesn't mind when I curse. I think he was actually surprised when I first cursed because he was like, I don't think he read it or thought I was going to be like that, but I am fully who I am. The reason I say the newer one, I'm not saying you've seen the one they had one on Disney XD where it was DuckTales, but they had a new little girl. I don't know a new girl duck. I don't know who she is. I don't remember her being in the original. I remember it being Scrooge, Ebenezer Scrooge. You know the guy, the one who the grandpa, whatever. The uncle to Donald Duck, and then the three nephews, his nephews. And then I don't remember that little girl being in the original. There was another weird duck who I can't remember his name. The one who flew the plane or whatever. I don't remember his name that's the original. And then, cause like I don't know, I feel like I like the original better because I just liked it. It was like I feel like Scrooge McDuck. I thought that was his name, but then I was like, nah, it's not right. Thank you, Nick. You knew what I was talking about. That was great. I just remember, you knew. I'm glad you knew who I was talking to. See, because my brain couldn't. No wonder I couldn't remember that. No wonder I couldn't remember that because that's not a typical name. Launchpad McQuack. That's not a typical name. What the hell? No wonder I couldn't remember that. I wonder in each show, is there like a Keenan and a Kel? Because the one thing I was saying, I was watching this show, and I was thinking, my goodness, this one's like Keenan, this one's like Kel. Because let's be honest, Keenan was always getting Kel into things, and I used to think back in the day, I was like, why is Kel always getting in trouble? But it technically wasn't Kel. It was you thought his name was Lunchpad McQuack. Oh my gosh, that's so cute though. But I can understand. But why? I wonder why Launchpad. Is it because he can fly the plane? Is that what that has to do with? Because I'm assuming because it's a pilot now. I see. It's only on. If it was a common name, I probably would have remembered that. But that's not common. So why the heck would I remember that? Like, what was I saying? Keenan I used to think Kel was always getting in trouble, but it was because Keenan always put him in his situations. Like when he would always say this idea and then Kel would just go along. I'm thinking, why the hell, Kel? Why didn't you just say no? We're not doing this. Like, dude. Yeah, yeah. I know that. Yeah, I knew that a launch pod is where a plane takes off. It's what makes which makes sense with a pilot. Um, that would be weird. They could have. Why didn't they just call him? Why didn't they just call him Pilot McQuacks? McQuack. I mean McQuack, because he's a pilot. It goes along with his. I know it sounds stupid. It's not like let's say it out of my mouth, but yeah. Thinking. Um, I don't know. Do I have anything else to say? We're almost at 1.5 hours already. Goodness, how time flies. Any other questions for those who haven't asked me any questions? Because Nick has asked me a whole lot of questions. Not that he can't ask me any more questions, but I'm just giving anyone else an opportunity before I end this stream because this is the second part. Because for some reason, the first, I think that YouTube had kicked me off, even though I know the Wi-Fi had dropped. I think YouTube kind of kicked me off because I was saying things that it didn't like I was saying, which is understandable. But I know it was the Wi-Fi. I'm just playing around. But I think by the end, I do think by Saturday or maybe, I think by the weekend we'll be at 1600. So then I'll put the poll out, but we'll see. I said I was kidding. I don't think YouTube did anything. I think my Wi-Fi just dropped and that's why that happened, Dick. I was just kidding. Also, I like doing this on my laptop better than my phone because this looks better personally to me, and also I don't have to like scroll through the chat and see like rather than it can just be on my side of my screen. I can just look at it. It's easier for me than having to scroll back and forth. Like it goes down with itself. So that's the great part about it. Anyone that's new to the channel, welcome. Anyone that's always on the channel, welcome back. And so far, it looks like people want me to. Yeah, I noticed it does. Even though I can still see the graininess, I can't really help that. Even though this laptop is not that old, I've only had this laptop for a year and about 6 months, maybe actually almost 7. So I don't know. Like maybe it's just the webcam thingy. I don't really know. I think it looks better than the phone personally. But I do. One thing I will say I like, Nick, is that we haven't had trolls in here since I started going on my laptop because I freaking hate dealing with the trolls. That's the one thing. I do wonder if that means I can now stream on my for all my Saturday streams without I don't know if I should. That is great. Yes, so true. I don't know because I'm trying to think if I want to do it without subscriber only on Saturdays. I'm not sure because I still feel kind of hesitant about it, especially because I can't see what's happening at the same time as looking at my notes because of the laptop, using my notes on my laptop and having. That's why I will have my tablet next to beside me. So yeah, okay. You guys have been awesome as always. I think I'm gonna go. So from now on, for anyone that doesn't know, I'm going to be doing my live streams for either an hour or an hour and a half so I don't burn myself out like I normally do. Sorry for anyone that hates me doing that, but I think it's better for me. Thanks for always encouraging me, Nick, as always. And for those who come to my Saturday streams, I'll see you on Saturday at 12 Eastern, and maybe we might have a poll up for deciding what date and time we want to do celebratory stream, but that all depends on if we get to 1600 by this weekend or not, which I don't know what's going to happen, so I can't say. But if that happens, I will put the poll up just for anyone that knows. I am so looking forward to that celebratory stream, but as always, have an awesome weekend for anyone I don't see, and thank you for always encouraging me for those who do. Bye, guys. Love you. And thanks for watching the stream.